Hello and welcome back to day 20 of the trading series. So we are getting towards the end here, showing you a trade that it was placed on April 26th. And this one was actually placed on a demo account. It looks like I didn't have much to trade that day. So I'm reading the description here and it says, disclaimer, this is a demo account. I started on the 24th to finish out Strat Wars. I skipped the Futures a Challenge account today because I didn't love anything. And yeah, so that happens. And so that is it. So I guess this particular day, it looks like I probably just skipped. There probably wasn't too much in the market happening. And glancing at the markup, it looks like there was a lot of consolidation happening from the time that I would have come in. Maybe also like a move that just didn't happen. Like I might have missed it. It looks like the move happened back here around 9:30, pushed up pretty good, consolidated, and then didn't give me another breakout to continue in that trend direction. I would not have liked that anyhow. Because it's a little riskier whenever you're going against trend. But that is what I ended up doing here. So it looks like that's what I ended up taking. And yes, let's get into it. So this is a US 30 chart. It's a 1 minute time frame. I do mention in the description that I used a 1 hour level, the structure for this. So I could definitely probably tell you that's why I didn't take it. If I was looking at a higher time frame and I had seen some sort of reversal situation happening and it was only happening on the 1 minute time frame so far, I probably wasn't going to risk it for a challenge account, especially because if you watch the previous videos, last two videos, I already was in profit on that challenge account, so I wouldn't have wanted to risk it. I know how I am. So it looks like that's probably what I did here. Anyhow, I did have consolidation and after this push up. So again, I would have been looking for a push with the trend, consolidation, and then another breakout here to signal another push. And that didn't happen. What ends up happening is the opposite. So it pushed up, consolidated, and then what you're seeing is market structure being created to the bearish side. So if you are looking for a step-like pattern, you can see what you have is your peak up here. This is actually a pretty good reversal looking pattern anyhow that's happening at this high. So that could have also been a signal. So if you like candle patterns, this is your signaling candle pattern followed by your bearish candles, signaling that maybe a reversal of some sort is coming or a deeper retracement potentially. And it's a little early to tell that would have happened there, but as you look at the market structure being formed, so you come down here, you make a low, pulls back a bit, drops, makes a new lower low, pushes back up, doesn't create a higher high, and then, fails to do that, and then drops even lower, creating a new lower low. So you have that stair-like step pattern happening to the bearish side, as well as I had a bearish smiley face that happened just prior to that breakout of that zone. So all of that together had created enough of a bias in my head to get into this trade and look for a sell. I was definitely shooting for a little bit more than I ended up getting on this trade. And what it looks like I was doing was entering here with the break and the bullish smiley face, placing my stop loss just slightly above, where this zone was that was marked, kind of where the tops of these candles are, in case the market had come back to retest that area. I would have been safe. And then I was targeting for my take profit the top of this previous level that was marked. That would have given a 1.73 R on this account. But I did move this trade to slightly in profit, meaning I went from my stop loss being up here to moving it slightly in profit once I hit 1R. So I have showed this in previous videos, but I do that. So that makes the trade become what I would say risk-free. You no longer can lose money when you do that. You will make a smaller profit than what you will down here if it comes back and hits it, which it did. In my case, the market came down, went to a little bit like a 1R. And once I hit 1R for a reward, it looks like the market did come back up and it did stop me out. So it hit my trailing stop that I had. So essentially that's what I do. I move my stop loss to a slightly in profit type of trailing stop. And then, sometimes it works out that it never gets hit and you end up hitting your original take profit. Sometimes it hits your trailing stop and you get what you get, which in this case was $289. Keep in mind, though, this was not a live account. This was a demo account, so I didn't actually make this money. This was in order to place a trade for my team to have it count for Strategy Wars. By the 26th, I was done trading on my live account. I've showed that in previous videos. You can go check that out. It was the 23rd that I stopped trading on my live account. And then the 24th, 25th, I was on my challenge account for futures. And then this day, like I said, it looks like I didn't have anything I loved, which kind of makes sense looking at this now. This did work out pretty well for me and obviously would have been fine for me if I was on my futures account. But it's, it wouldn't have been the best trade anyway. $289 is not that much to give up on my futures challenge account. So I guess I made a good decision here. But the analysis and the reason for why I got into the sell here, it's a good one. It makes sense as far as, like I said, the reversal candle having happened here, which in hindsight you notice more than in an actual live market. But that's a nice indication if you do candle read in live time. And the market structure is what I had noticed more than anything at the time. So this market structure being formed where you're creating new lower lows, and also the breakout plus the bearish smiley face, like all those confluences are just another reason to get in to a sell. And this was completely by my rules. Moving my stop loss, like I said, at 1R is something that I would do typically. So that's not unusual for me, especially if I was doing something like going against a trend. I definitely want to secure my trade a little bit sooner if possible. Actually risking your capital, you would only be risking any like profit that you created on the trade, and you just wouldn't maybe get as much, but that's okay. So anyhow, that was this trade and the rationale for it. So that is it for day 20, and I will see you guys in the next video.